Right, so first thing I want to do is I want to integrate with my CRM, and I want to integrate with subscriptions and inventory, right? It's a lot to take in. Um, Integrations, or this is where you go and put the payments in. We'll come back and talk about that. Zoho apps, right? I want to integrate with Zoho CRM, right? And I'm going to click Show Details. Enable module, update credentials. That's my information. I don't need to change any of that. Enable modules to be synced. So contacts, yes. Vendors, yes, because you're gonna be buying things from people, and items. I'm gonna sync items with inventory. I'm gonna configure that too, right? So I'm gonna click configure for contacts. Select module in Zoho CRM. You are going to sync with your accounts in CRM though, not contacts. But you might accounts from Zoho CRM can be fetched as contacts and contact person in Zoho Books. So let's put accounts and contacts, right, and their contacts. You don't click contacts. Here's where you're going to get a little bit confused. Contacts in Zoho Books are actually accounts. So put accounts and their contacts, or just put accounts. Select the extent of the sync. Fetch from CRM or sync both ways. I would sync both ways, you should sync both ways so you can see it. If you change one in one, it syncs to the other, and if you change something in the other, it syncs to the other. Choose how you will handle duplicate records. Duplicate records are identified by comparing account name in Zoho CRM to contact display name in Zoho Books. So this is what I'm saying. Account name is different to contact. I don't know why. Well, I know they're two separate apps that have been developed differently. Account name is the same as contact in Books. So what would you say if it's the same? You're going to clone it, create a new record with the same name and retain the existing one as well. You're going to overwrite it, or you're going to skip it. I would consider leaving it as cloned, just so you've got both, and you can work with whatever you've got. Then we can run things in the background to find our clone stuff, to find duplicates. Select view to be synced. The accounts under the selected view will be fetched as contacts in Zoho Books. Shared with me. The view itself, you can change that later. That's how it lists the stuff. So all concerns you always say will fetch by default. So yeah, just leave it. Map fields. So you're going to go account name. The display name's account. I guess you can't change that. Company name is going to be the account name. Payment terms. This CRM field is mapped in more than one, but it is going to be that, so you're going to have to leave it. Payment terms. You maybe not even going to bother with that. Price list. You're not gonna worry too much about that. Website, Facebook, Twitter, billing address. If you've got funky stuff, you're gonna tag it. You can change it all again later. Salutation. You're going to pick out, if you've got funky stuff going off, you're going to want to take a little bit of time mapping, but you can change it, right? So save and sync, and that will start to do the sync both ways between your accounts and your contacts. You might do the same for vendors. Sync both way, clone, select view to be synced. The vendors under the selected view will be refetched as vendors. So what that is, if this is a filter, I'm just going to do all vendors. You might not want to bring everybody in. You might just have, people that don't need to be. Company name, vendor name, first name, last name. You're going to sync again, save and sync. Spend a little time doing it. You can edit the sync later. You can click edit and change all the fields. It's not a big deal. Items, configure again, sync both ways, clone, pick out, save and sync. Right, so that's going to connect my Zoho CRM with my Zoho Books. Right, so when I go to CRM, I can see information on that client, on that member, or whatever it is. Same with subscriptions, because subscriptions is going to be the same. The sync between, I think it's already synced, isn't it? Do you have to actually sync it, or does it? I think it's just a built-in thing that's going to work when you create a subscription. integrations, Zoho apps, Zoho books. So it's already active, right? So you don't actually have to change the you don't have to do anything. It will just be active in there, and same as inventory. So you don't have to do anything. The only thing you have to do was a Zoho CRM. So in the next video, we're going to start putting together subscriptions, bouncing it through Zoho books, seeing it in the CRM, and now starting to get to where we understand the workflow of creating a subscription, creating an invoice, getting the invoice paid, and then having the contact information at your fingertips where you can see everything's done. All right?